Change, loss and grief.
Unpacking the importance of children's well-being. Enjoy this presentation as you allow the music to enter your mind and understand ways of coping with different emotions.
Children come to school feeling many different types of emotions for all kinds of reasons that teachers are often unaware of. These feelings affect the way children respond to activities during school time, as they become reluctant to participate, socialise, or even attend school.
To address this, it becomes the teacher's responsibility to understand these emotions and ways in which they can be neutralised. The teacher needs to be aware of the difference between issues that require simple solutions and those that require deep levels of thinking and support from the classroom and/or school. They need to be provided with a range of strategies to assist the child in managing their emotions and reinforcing positive thinking. Three major concepts that students tend to struggle with and teachers are often reluctant to discuss are change, loss, and grief.
In order to maintain children's well-being, teachers need to expose them to a variety of techniques and strategies to enable them to understand and cope with the possible feelings and behaviours that may occur.
Some effective strategies to support students in time of distress and mixed emotion due to a range of experiences are
whole class discussion and speaking about the ways in which different situations affect people differently in the way we feel, act, and our attitude towards others.
Brainstorming different ways of coping, understanding what children already know and how to build on that knowledge and develop rich, meaningful learning experiences.
Reading a variety of fiction and non-fiction texts relating to loss, change and grief to allow children to develop a deeper understanding of the way they feel.
Emphasising the programs and support services offered by school and the community, both in person and online, and how these services can be accessed.
Promoting self-help solutions and methods to control unwanted behaviours and emotions through posters and easily read displays around the classroom.
Introduce diary entries and reflection journals as a way for students to reflect on their experiences.
And establish breathing techniques, soothing exercises, hydration and eating habits.
Watch an example of an effective strategy that could be used in the classroom to assist children in managing their behaviours and building resilience.
You know what they say, business in the front, party in the back. Hey guys, Mr. Smith here from teachertipster.com. Coming at you today with just a fun
Here are some examples of effective promotions around the classroom to assist the child in coping with different emotions and promoting positive thinking and feeling.
Using books in the classroom is a good way of communicating with children different strategies and techniques for dealing with issues in their lives. Some of these books include The Giving Tree, which is a good story about friendship and dealing with change in friendships.
And Wilma Jean, a story of a girl who struggles to deal with stress. Given the common use of technology among young people, some effective strategies may be the use of iPad applications that promote self-help and positive thinking.
This app called Smiling Mind can be opened on the iPhone or the iPad, and it's a good tool for using with kids when they're dealing with change, loss and grief. They can trial a session, which is shown here, and if you trial a session, you just get one standard audio clip, but if you register, you have the opportunity to listen to all different audio clips for different strategies and for dealing with different situations. The good thing about this app is that you can actually choose the age group that you are aiming at. So there are tools not only for adults, but you can choose for the age 7 to 11 age group or 12 to 15. And it's aimed at that age group so that things that are discussed in strategies to deal with stress aren't aimed at an age group that's too high for young kids to understand. This app called Take a Chill is available also on the iPhone and the iPad, but it's aimed at more of an older audience for teenagers, and it deals with issues that are more relatable to them. So what you can do with this app is you can choose different sections such as stop, prep, daily dose and audio, and all of these sections teach skills that can be used to deal with change, loss and grief. So you might choose to do a daily dose activity, which would show you, it would come up with an activity for you to do in class and reflect on positive things in each student. The app also provides opportunities for students to learn skills for coping with stress, things such as breathing techniques, exercises, all different things that they can use to deal with change, loss and grief. As I said before, there are daily dose activities in this app. So this is an example of one of the daily dose activities. And on this particular day, the activity was to talk about what you appreciate about yourself and to write that down. And each day a different activity is given, so you could have a look at many different activities and then choose whatever is good for your class at the time. Another website which is really useful is called reachout.com, and it's aimed more at, again, teenagers and older students. But this website is really good for well-being because there's a well-being section over here. And in the wellbeing section, it has strategies and techniques, different things that you can use when you're dealing with change, loss and grief. There's also a section with apps and tools, so you can go into there and it has plenty of apps listed, tools that you can use to help you in various situations. So this is a good website not only for students, but the teachers can look at and point their students sort of in the direction towards. In the feedback, a lot of people also wanted to know some teaching tools that they could use for when students are dealing with change, loss and grief. So the Reach Out website also has a teachers network area, and teachers can go here. It has fact sheets to help you understand various mental illnesses, but also just things to do with stress and coping with stress. There are teacher resources in here, so it's a good thing to look at, and training resources which give you a bit of an idea of what to do in situations that your students might be in.
Another good website is wefeelfine.org, and it looks at the way people feel and expresses these feelings in different coloured dots. A little bit hard to explain on a presentation. You'll have to navigate it yourself because there's many aspects to look at, but it's definitely worth having a look at and experiencing this website with a classroom of children that experience different types of feelings.
We hope you've enjoyed our presentation and that it has given you a bit more of an idea of some different things that you can do with your students in terms of change, loss and grief. Thanks.
Bye!